Hey, Laura here from The Unprofessional, and today I am going to try my hand at an irrigation system. I got this, it's called the Flantor water system, and system might be a stretch. This is just 50 feet of tubing with some little spouts. I got it from this little known ma and pa store out of, I think, Brazil, called Amazon. It's a joke. I will link to it in the show notes. And I'm not an expert, I've never done this before, so let's see how it goes.
My first task was to get the irrigation tubing from my water source to my raised bed along my retaining wall. To see how I made this raised bed, click the link in the corner or find it linked at the end of this video. I had two options: run it under the pavers or zip tie it behind the gutter and use a few nail brackets to bring it across the arbor and down. I have a mix of plants in my garden bed. Some of them are vegetables requiring more water, so I like this system because it allows me to mix and match drip and spray nozzles. The total length of my bed is 25 feet, so I'm going to be using all of the tubing to get it to the bed and then run it the whole length of the box.
All right, let's take a look at what we've got. 50 feet of hose, some instructions. These are the spray drip things. We've got the punch, which makes a hole in the tubing, and then I have some tape. I think these hold up the line if I don't want them on the ground. Connectors, this is the hose connector, and I'm connecting here to this, so I'll have to figure out how that works. And then a whole bunch of different elbows and connection points. So hopefully it'll be easy.
Hey, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. There's also a new thanks feature if you feel so inclined. Creating gets expensive, so every little bit helps. With the tubing up and over the arbor, I laid it out the length of the garden box and decided where to place my drips and my spray heads. And now it's time to use my scissors.
Okay, for the orange sprayer, you're gonna cut it completely in half. You're gonna use this T, put one end in as far as you can go, and then the other end. Then these just go right on top.
Now this is just a preference, but I use 2 stakes to hold the spray heads in. Otherwise, when I turn the water on, I noticed that they moved. Originally, I thought the drip heads could go directly into the line, and I was very wrong. So I cut out the hole I made and corrected my mistake by attaching the smaller T-shaped connector, adding a small piece of tubing, and putting the drip head at the end of that tubing. Then I staked it near the base of my tomato plant. Attaching to my water source was easy. I used 2 pieces that snapped together. One piece screwed directly onto my timer and the other connected to the tubing. I pushed the tubing as far as possible into the small opening and had 0 leaks when I tested the water. Then I snapped the pieces together and turned on the water. And much to my surprise, it worked. The drippers dripped and the sprayers sprayed. Well, that's until one section of the tubing came apart. Now this will happen, trust me, but it is very easy to fix. It's definitely best to turn the water off when you reattach the part that has come off, or, be like me and just go for it with the water running. Make sure to get the tubing over the lip of the connector. And one thing to note, you can soften the tubing in hot water to make this whole process easier because it's more pliable. I skipped this step because I did my install on a really hot day, so all of my tubing was really stretchy and pliable anyways. Adjusting the flow of the spray and the drips is the easiest part. With the water on, just twist the heads until the desired amount comes out. I turned the drip heads really low to prevent oversaturation. And it doesn't get much easier than that. My first time setting up an irrigation system for my raised bed, and it took about an hour, mistakes and all.
Thanks for watching. This has been Laura from The Unprofessional. To see written instructions for this project and other DIY projects, visit my website, theunprofessional.com. And if you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe.